In this segment, we're going to show you how to deal with hiding a tail in the middle of a seam. There are times whenever you sew a seam that you have to stop in the middle and get off and come back and continue the seam on down end. But you don't want to have this tail sticking out there. So we're going to show you how to hide it, and when you're done hiding it, it should look like this on the other side, and you shouldn't be able to tell where you began and ended hiding the tail. So I've already gone down part way, and I've already concealed the first beginning seam back here. But now I'm on my way down to the center, and I want to come off the fabric and then come back on. So to get off, that's the easy part. Just go down part way like this. And the reason you'd have to do this is that sometimes you may have to stop serging and go to the iron to press something, or to come down here and turn something. But there are many times when you have to come off and on in the center of a seam. It's easy to get off. Just turn your fabric to the side and jump right off. It doesn't matter what it looks like right here where you came off. See how my stitches are half hanging off here, and it's even cut down here? Doesn't matter. Just cut your tail, and at this point you would go to the iron or whatever it was that you needed to do for the reason for coming off. The trick is getting back on, not getting off. Okay, to get back on, the first thing that you want to do is decide where you're going to get back on. You don't want to come back on way down here close to where you came off, because you cannot backstitch with the serger. So we need to overlap the stitches in the nice straight clean area. So the first thing I like to do is smooth out this tail chain and get it ready. This is the one that we have to conceal, not this one. This one's going to be trimmed away as we go, but this one will be the one that's left hanging on the edge of the fabric. So the same thing that we did with the other technique. Raise the presser foot, smooth out that tail chain, and bring it around to the front right now. See, bring it around to the front. Slide your fabric back up underneath in that straight area. The key is to try to get those needle points back down into the same stitching lines. To do that, you will probably need to pull a little bit of that needle slack again. And when you do that, see how I can move the fabric clear over there? Look inside. I like the clear foot. Look inside. Lower the needles right back down into those two stitching lines. Bring this little seam that's left over here, the little tail chain, bring it right over here towards the knife, and don't forget to lower your presser foot. As you start to sew, this tail chain will get cut off, and the rest of it will be hidden and concealed. Go all the way to the end. Do the same thing that we did in the previous sample. Walk off one stitch. Don't go 3 or 4. One stitch. Then lift your presser foot. Again, that little bit of slack in that needle thread will allow you to pull the fabric off the stitching mechanism. As we spin it around, you can see that our tail chain is concealed at that point. Flip it over. Lift up the foot a little bit, put it back in there, bring the needles. You need to look exactly where you're sewing, just like a sewing machine. You just don't guess. You try to be more exact. Lower your needles, lower the knife blade down so you don't cut off these stitches. Lower the foot, sew down about a 1/2 inch or so, stop, lift the foot, turn the fabric to the back, leave the presser foot up, and just sew right off of the edge. And at this point, we can trim this one close because it's been concealed. You have no tail chain at the end, no tail chain in the middle, no tail chain at the beginning. And when you open up your fabric, you can't tell where you did all of the on and off and back on again.